You staying home tonight?
I hadn't planned on it, no.
Plan on it.
Minus 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Booster ignition and liftoff of Discovery.
You're gonna die.
I'm Raymond Arroyo. We'll see you next time.
Tell us when. Oh yeah, it's weird not hearing it. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. Guys, we are celebrating big things today. Why? Because this is the very first episode that Edmund is not here. Yes! Woo! It took over 100 episodes, but we're celebrating with this cake and ice cream and all the things.
And aren't you pumped that you don't have to look at Edmund's face for at least the next 60 to 90 minutes?
Yeah, so if you're typically like an audio listener and you're like, hey, like I hate looking at that Edmund guy, he's so weird. This is your chance to hop onto the YouTube
This show
Go
is
to
for
and
you.
check it out.
And check it out.
As always, I'm Allie.
I'm Brittany.
Oh, I'm Kyle. I didn't do
Kyle's
that.
out of the closet.
Not
That's also a big
permanently.
thing.
But Adrian's in the closet.
Adrian's back in the closet.
Well,
Yeah.
it is June after all, am I right?
Well, okay, so we're gonna just. I didn't
We're just
think
going
about
to
that.
town.
Yeah, I'm
All
not
right.
a really big icing person.
Well,
though,
your
so-
mouth was blue earlier. So
I'm not a big cake guy.
spreading
I'm
that.
just going to go right here. Is this...
Yeah. Oh, why didn't I think of
What kind
that?
of cake is this?
It's vanilla that I bought from Walmart.
It was for another project we
It
were
was for
working
another
on.
project. Yeah, we had to buy 3 cakes.
What kind of project are you buying 3 cakes for? Is it
Well,
a secret?
It's secret. Yeah, I can't say.
Super secret.
Oh, I
But
got
watch
you.
out, it's gonna come out.
Little
This is-
trill action.
Yeah. Do you
So-
want to... Should we do like a Pop-Tart? Remember when...
Oh,
You guys don't know because the episode never got posted, but
Yeah.
we tried to do an episode where we compared Pop-Tart flavors, which honestly was a great episode,
was, and we
but
made
the
so
audio
many.
didn't record.
yeah, whatever.
It recorded, just not the way Edmund wanted it.
Some people messed it up.
That's very,
But let's
debatable.
open up these Dippin' Dots. Okay, so here, this is what Kyle and I were after.
Okay.
We went. I'm like very nostalgic. I think I've mentioned that. Like I have this like sentimental streak. I love
that.
like Anyway,
Also, how do
nostalgic.
Brittany comes up to me. I'm over at her house, and she goes, "Kyle, we need to get SpongeBob like popsicles."
Oh,
And
yes,
I was
from
like-
like the
Yes, with the bubblegum eyes.
Right, it's from like an ice cream truck. It's from an ice cream
Yes,
truck.
yes.
Yeah, we went to
Wait, how'd you open it?
3
I'm
gas stations. One of those 3 we did go to twice,
Yeah.
but we were unable. But instead,
None of them had SpongeBob ice cream, so we got Dippin' Dots instead.
and I do want the record to reflect that if you look at this Dippin' Dots packaging, you'll notice something's missing.
What?
What's the Dippin' Dots slogan? The ice cream of the future.
Oh, maybe they're
Do you
not
see
going
that
with
on
that
there?
anymore.
Because this is new and this is the future that we're living
I think it's because
in.
the future is
We're
now.
already in the future.
We're already in the future.
Remember
Okay.
growing up, going to the zoo, eating Dippin' Dots?
Oh,
Yeah,
that
yes,
was the past.
absolutely.
That was
Yeah.
the past.
They're little.
That's true.
Oh wow.
Okay, so I have cotton candy.
Are we old? I have birthday cake.
Do you want these ones?
No, we're taste testing them.
Oh, sorry.
Open them.
I don't want to eat these.
Let's switch.
I'm a picky eater.
All right.
Okay.
So now birthday cake.
So it's I remember I was always the cookies and cream, and I always wondered
Oh.
how they made these little.
I liked the strawberry ones the best.
Okay. Also. Our cake. Like 2 bites in, I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah, I don't want any more cake.
Make sure
While we're eating,
Okay.
ding. Kyle, why don't you what we're supposed to, also wait, say with Edmund gone, we don't have any of our sound effects. So all of this has to be from our mouth right now. So
off the top,
ding.
off the dome. So we have studio coffee out of
the
Grapevine, Texas. Now you'll notice this is a medium roast. It has 4 dots circled in out of 8, putting it squarely in the medium. And it says 12 ounces on there. I'm not sure why, because we sell beans, not ounces, but I guess that's recommended. Now, obviously, do you think this is Central or South American
go.
beans?
South
It's a
It's a blend. It's a blend. It's the best of both.
So we both said, okay.
Right,
okay.
from
You wanna try
family-owned farms,
That one's
ethically
good.
sourced, and is 100% freshly roasted. And this will fuel 2 things: your creative soul and your weirdness. It clearly states.
right.
If you look really closely on the packaging, you can see where I signed my name. So that's
on the
a little bit of
table.
a
Oh wow.
of an Easter egg for y'all out there. I would highly recommend it. I love studio coffee more than any other coffee on the entire planet. That's a
Wow.
Is
fact.
that true?
I don't really drink
That's
coffee.
high praise.
So if I had to pick one,
Yeah,
it would
you
be
would pick
studio
Studio
coffee.
Coffee.
I have had it. I don't know. It tasted
it's great.
incredible.
I have to confess. Ding! That was very good. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
I do
You're
have to
welcome.
confess something that I've never actually tried it.
Oh, that's good.
I know I've never tried it.
That's-
I've heard from people though that
It's
it's
really
very
good.
good.
Okay, what's your take
More
on
real
these
of a confession than
Dippin'
Edmund
Dots?
this past 6 months. Am I right, folks? Go.
Edmund went to confession. We should tell everyone. I saw on his Instagram post.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he took his kids there. I didn't see that.
He could have just taken his kids and not gone himself. But
That's true.
I texted
He looked
him.
like he was in the line.
I was going to say, there's
he-
no way he would go and
He
like
looked very
not
contrite
go.
that day.
And
I texted him. I said, "I'm proud of you.
yeah,
for going to
Aw.
confession."
Did he respond?
He responded with a little heart.
Aw.
What color heart?
Red.
Oh, that's
That means
true.
love.
That means he was grinding.
That means he was really confessing.
That means there was some
That was
sense.
a real confession.
Okay, so what is your take on these
Wait,
three?
but
Dippin'
did you
Dots?
see the video that he posted, which was so cute?
of Kateri?
Yes, his little daughter, who is 2 or 3, I think she's
She just turned 3.
just turned 3. She's going up and down the aisle or like the line, and she's just has her thumbs up, and she's just like
it everything.
boldly staring at them. Though
Yeah.
she's like aggressively
Yeah.
thumbs up to people. I thought that was a cute.
That would
was-
trip me out if I'm
she's
sitting there in
adorable.
line thinking about like all the sins
You
I did, and
see
some
a
girls
little
like,
three-
Yeah.
"Way to go! You killed it
Yeah.
on that sin."
Way to
Like,
go, you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, this episode cannot be all about Edmund.
Right.
That's
right.
true.
All right,
That's it.
we're
And
not
then
talking about him anymore.
We love you.
We're done.
You're not here. Okay. The Dippin' Dots. I like the chocolate one. That
Okay,
one's
this
better.
is the banana split.
Yeah.
You like the banana split the best?
Yes, I do.
I like the banana split the best also.
Yes.
The second best is the cotton candy. The worst is this birthday cake. I don't really like it
it's
that
not
much.
The best.
So where can
Okay.
you find these Dippin' Dots? At one gas station in Grapevine.
So if you're in Grapevine,
The one right over there.
It's like a tropical theme deal.
right over there. If you know it, you'll see it.
If you
It's
If
like
you see
if
it,
the
you
studio
love
is here, Brahms is here. Pay attention, video crew. It's like here. That
Yeah.
should tell you exactly where it is.
So next time you're in Grapevine, come visit us at the studio because we're here all the time
and get some
the
Dippin'
time.
Dots.
and get some Dippin' Dots. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So we have a list of things that we did come prepared this time.
We did.
That's more prepared than typical.
Should we
yeah.
put these back in the freezer though,
Yes.
so they don't?
I'll go
Oh.
put them. Yeah. So they don't get
Oh,
gross.
I need to mention this before I forget. So
Okay,
earlier
tell the
today,
story.
I was at Brittany's house, right? Because my girlfriend Stephanie, who's awesome, is living here for the summer, and
At my house.
right? At Brittany's house, she's renting a room. And Stephanie calls me up and is like, "Hey, let's hang out. I'm gonna buy some huge daiquiris. This is hers. I already finished mine. I'm a shooter." And is like, "Let's come hang out. We'll eat a little bit of food, and then you'll go over to the podcast." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Stephanie, my darling girlfriend, that is a phenomenal
That's a
idea.
great idea.
I go over. I'm drinking
I
my
love you.
daiquiri, but the vibes are just off. We're sitting at Brittany's like dinner table, and I'm like feeling like someone's watching
In my dining room.
in her dining room. And I'm looking around. That's right. Brittany has a dining room flexed on my ass.
People have a dining room.
And I look to the right and I see an urn. And I'm thinking, I really hope this is just a pot with a lid. And I look
That's
right
really
to the left.
fancy and like
Yeah.
looks really heavy.
Well, she has a dining room.
I know it's a fancy establishment.
And it's in another room, but there's like a glass door in between it and me. So like,
Yeah.
that's got direct line of sight. And I look past it and I see like a framed photo of an elder man. I'm like, that is Brittany's dad. That is 100%.
You saw it.
Yeah.
So you saw the urn.
I saw the urn.
Describe it.
I don't know. It was like blue, greenish. I was trying not to look at it. It's
Try
like,
not
what
to make
color
eye
was it?
contact.
I don't
It
know.
weighs 17 pounds, first of
Well,
all.
I turned to my girlfriend and I'm
Yeah.
like, the vibes are bad. Do you know what's up? And she's like,
vibes are not
she's like,
bad.
what are you talking about? What are you trying to tell me right now? And I was like, no, not what I meant. I was just like, I just feel like Brittany's dad's looking at me.
Yeah, probably
And she
judging
looks
you.
and she's like, why? It's not even facing you. I'm like, what do you mean? And I was
the
like,
urn circular?
it's facing all directions at once. She goes, Kyle, a photograph faces one way. And I was like, girlfriend, look at the urn.
My sweet, beautiful, darling girlfriend. It is a circle. It's circular in shape.
She was like, wow, I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
like, why is it there? I was like,
Now, I thought you
don't
couldn't
know.
keep urns in houses, though. Is
I
that true?
mean-
I don't know.
So
Or
are you
do
talking
have
like
to,
Catholic rules
legally or what?
legal
yeah,
rules?
Catholic rules?
Aren't you supposed to be in the
you're-
ground eventually?
You're supposed to find a final resting place. So here's the issue.
Oh, tell us,
You're
update.
supposed to find a final resting place for the ashes, and the Catholic line of thought, school of thought, whatever, is like everything really should stay together.
Yes.
Because like if it were a dead body, you should treat the ashes like a dead body. if it were a dead body, you wouldn't ask for someone's like wrist.
Unless you're a saint.
Like,
and then they
which is
True.
and that's another weird thing, right? Is
That's
that
so weird.
we talk about this and we're like, keep all the ashes together, but then we parade relics around the world.
That's a very good
So
counter.
that's kind of interesting. But they say treat it like you would a body. Like, don't cut off a finger and give it to Uncle Joe or whoever. But like, different people have asked me for some ashes, and I'm like, well, first of all,
Like family?
Family and friends. I'm not about to open that thing.
No, he was already
That's a lot of work for you to do.
Second of all, if I were to open it, I am not digging around in there.
No.
Is it like baby formula? Like, how do you scoop
have
it? It's
no
like, what's the
idea.
consistency of
It's not
ashes
sealed?
like?
I'm not trying.
No.
I have no
Yeah,
idea.
no.
It looks
So-
like you could unscrew it, but
Well, like
I
maybe a-
Yeah.
it's like a cookie jar type. thing.
Yeah. So anyway,
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out, because different people in my family are having different thoughts about what should be done. So right now I'm just
You're the resting place for
custody
now.
of
You are
my
custody
dad.
of
How
your
did
father.
you get it out of everyone?
Well, I'm the oldest,
Makes
and they
sense.
had the funeral.
and
They
the
had-
funeral was here.
Yeah.
The Catholic mass was here.
I forgot about that.
Remember it being shipped?
Yeah,
I
'cause
mean,
it got
dude,
shipped.
I
whole
remember
thing.
it being shipped.
The anticipation of what would happen.
The tracking number.
The tracking
Right.
number.
Yeah, would you have to ship it again? Like, that'd be kind of
Well,
my thing. If
I
someone
would
wanted,
be fine with that. If someone would just tell me what to do, at this point, I'm just like,
And then do you seal, like, super glue the top?
you gotta
maybe
just
it's already super good.
hit
I
him with
don't
that
know.
classic Texas flag. Come and take it. You want it? Come and take it.
Come
I'm
and
not
It's going to be
dealing
in
with
my
it.
dining room until further
Well, it's
notice.
in an office, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, it's in
okay.
my office.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, because there's a
okay.
little window staring at me.
That's a
too.
very nice office.
Thank
Very
you.
nice dining place.
I don't do any work in there now.
Yeah, no, I was
That's
thinking,
kinda
I was like,
like
I always see Brittany on Instagram working, but like, I didn't even know she had an office. In fact, I actively assumed she didn't, just
Well,
because.
We
I
were
never
talking
worked.
Yeah.
Adrian today.
Well,
Adrian in
your
the
work just never
closet.
there.
Yeah.
He was asking, like, what do you do during your day
Yeah.
job? I don't know if we've ever actually introduced, like,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Well, because
your
for a
life?
while I was like trying to keep it on the down low because
you don't want people to
well, it
blow up
just
your DMs.
yeah, and like ask me for advice. Like this one dude, seriously, on Catholic Match. Like I know it always comes back to that, but he messaged me asking for investment advice.
What
Is that- was
it
that
like
the
a
opening?
specific question?
It was a line. It was a line. That's what's like
Wait,
kind
can
of
we find
interesting.
it?
Yeah, what was the line?
I don't know if I
Context
can
is-
find it.
Context is
dang
key
it.
here.
But no, it was like, hey, yeah, seriously,
Any
it was
emojis or-
like, hey, what should I, do with the money that's in my Roth IRA or something like that?
Oh, that's a main
And I was
question.
like, and so I just responded like, well, it depends on your situation. And then he was like, yeah, that was just like my opener. And I was like,
Oh, no, you're like, oh, so you don't have a Roth? Okay,
Just
we're
make
done.
it-
Oh, you're not prepared for the
Bye.
future?
Just make
Okay,
like
we're
a
done.
shitty GameStop joke. Like that's exactly what I would do in the situation. Like like there's never
the
been a
moon.
bigger meme time in like
Yeah.
the last 20 years of stocks. Like there's never been more meme activity.
Yeah.
And if you're like trying to hit on someone in finance and your go-to is Roth IRA, come on. Like no.
Good,
what
this
a
is good dating
scrub.
advice. Okay,
What
well,
a
a question
scrub.
for you for Catholic Match or any dating apps. Do you answer every message? Do you
No.
respond to every message?
No, do you?
No, I don't. I feel bad
I
because
don't
I
feel bad
feel
at
like
all.
they took the time out of their day. Some of them, this one guy messaged me and it was like paragraphs long. I was like, dude, this is an opening message.
I can't even read that.
There's so many
much.
questions
Yeah.
to respond. I can't read that
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
Can we
It's
like
too much.
rate these messages? Is that an invasion of
a dude
privacy?
did tell me like he thought we should consider getting married because he thought our children would look good. And I mean, like, let me just tell you, I know my kids are gonna look good no matter who I have them
Yeah,
with.
absolutely. You have strong
So I
genes.
don't need your reassurance.
Yeah.
And also, that's very creepy.
Yeah.
That is a weird line.
was very
I've
odd.
had some doozies on there.
Yeah.
On Hinge, you can put videos on there.
Oh,
like
interesting.
Little snippet, like 15-second videos.
Okay.
Did you put you in Times Square? I would have put me in Times
No,
Square.
but I did put a snippet of my dad and I dancing.
Oh, that's funny.
And I've gotten the most hits on that.
That's cute.
So yeah, but a lot of creeps.
It's
A
wholesome.
lot of.
I thought it would be like guys who are like, oh yeah,
I think.
cute.
Yeah. not
But
so
like
much.
people put weird things on the you and your dad.
You can like certain parts of the profile and add a message if you want.
Okay.
So.
Are the
just,
creepy ones on that or just everywhere?
Oh yeah, mostly on that one.
That's
Oh.
strange.
Yeah, because I'm like, that's my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird world.
Dude, that's like kind of a big dude.
He's a big dude.
Like-
yeah, I
could
would
be
be scared of him if
intimidating.
I was a dude.
I
He's
think
very
that's very
professional
reasonable.
dancing too, which is
Yeah.
very intimidating.
Yeah.
No, it's not. So now that you're in a happy, healthy relationship,
Yes.
we get it.
We get it.
It's our time to shine. Hot girl summer.
Yes.
You're already
Hot
killing
girl
the hot
summer.
girl summer. You're out in your pool like
I am
Well,
every day.
loving my pool.
I don't know if Brittany's ever goes into the pool.
I was in it today.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen an Instagram message of her in the pool. I have seen
I
300
posted
stories.
2 photos on my stories today.
Were you in the water?
In the pool.
You need to do one where you're like doing a lap or something.
Yeah, I want to see some
just like
goggles.
we need some goggle pictures underwater or like doggy paddling.
Can
or
iPhones
something
go
like
underwater
that.
yet? Can't some of them go underwater?
Yeah, some are like water resistant, but you can buy cases.
I know.
Or put it in
I
a Ziploc
almost
bag.
dropped my phone. In
I have heard that's the way to
I'm
go.
in the pool in this one.
All right, you really
go.
got me on that one.
Yeah.
And I'm in the pool on this one.
All right,
Okay,
all right.
2 today. So anyway. Okay, so we talked
girl
about all
summer.
of our things. So hot girl summer. Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of summer.
Yes.
We just got back from trips.
Oh,
and
very
we need
cool.
to talk
Yeah.
about our trips. Maybe process.
Whose was more exotic?
Allie's.
I went to
That was
California.
a joke.
I went to the Midwest.
I knew where they
Yeah.
went, and I wanted to be mean to Brittany because she had just gotten me really good. And I was like, there was an imbalance, and I didn't like that.
Who's more exotic? Well, when we get in here, we're talking about what we want to talk about in the show. And then we're like, oh, yeah, let's talk about trips. And Brittany's like, great, because I hated mine. So we need to, it sounds like we need to process
Yeah, we do
this.
need
I'm
to
ready to
process.
defend Ohio,
But
actually.
okay,
Oh, that's
Ohio
where you
sucks.
went. Okay.
But let's hear like a 5-minute just like snippet of yours.
So I went to California. Long story short, I was born in California. All my family lives in California, basically. Moved to Texas when I was 2, though, so I grew up in Texas. So twice a year, my mom goes back to stay with her mom, and she cooks and she does gardening, and that's like what she does for a week. And like all of her sisters and her brothers
cute.
there, and so I decided I was supposed
What
to be
town in California?
San Jose.
Okay.
But then I have family like in Sacramento, Santa
Okay.
Cruz,
San Jose's right by San
Barbara,
Diego,
LA.
right?
No,
No,
San-
San Jose's
San
really
Francisco.
north.
Yeah, San
really
Jose's
north.
It's by San Francisco.
Very close.
And right now, actually, it is a morning. If we could have some background music of just morning. Maybe
I don't think we have any audio.
Maybe a moment of silence. Kyle, this is your cue.
Okay, this isn't this morning.
I was supposed to be in Ireland right now.
I remember that because yeah, what happened to that
Yep.
Ireland trip?
I know I was supposed to be in Ireland.
Why were you
right
in
now.
Ireland?
Well, I was supposed
She
to
was
go.
gonna go see Timstagram.
Instagram 93. Edmund loves Instagram.
Don't tell me that was really why. Oh,
Yeah,
thank
no.
goodness.
So my brother and my sister-in-law, we were supposed to go in March, but COVID is crazy, obviously. Sure. So then we planned it for beginning of June because she's a teacher. So we were like, okay, on breaks. And then my ticket kept on getting canceled and like rebooked and whatever. We're like, okay, this is just too crazy. And it really wasn't super open yet. So we're just hoping that it would get open. But then we decided to go in November. So I was supposed to go now, and I decided. I
So
was
it's
like,
it's just not now.
Not now.
It's not right now.
It's not right now, exactly.
Yeah.
So I decided to go to California for a week with my mom. It was great. It was beautiful. It was like 60, 70
I was gonna say it's
pretty
cold up in San Francisco
Yeah.
during the summer.
Went to a
I
beach
think.
and it was so cold.
Cold beach,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. But it was beautiful and it was great. And
That's
I got
awesome.
allergies. That's why I sound like this.
Yeah.
So I died a little bit, but we're
Caught a
back.
case of
Yeah.
allergies. We've all been there.
That's awesome.
So that was my exotic trip to California. Now, Brittany.
Brittany, how's the Midwest?
Okay, so this is what happened. My grandmother turned 84 on Monday. Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
Happy birthday, Grandma.
And that's a big accomplishment. She had moved to Florida. So my family is from Ohio, Northwest Ohio, middle of nowhere. The big city that they live in is got a population of like 15,000 people.
Wow. What city is it? What big city is it?
Van
close by?
Wert. It's the closest bigger city is Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like right across the
Okay.
border
That's tough because
into
Fort
Ohio.
Wayne's not exactly a
And Fort Wayne
show-stopping
is not-
city.
No.
I've been there. It's
So I just think I didn't have proper expectations going into this trip.
Yes.
We got an invitation to go to the birthday party, and I am the executrix of her estate.
I'm sorry.
That's an incredible word.
You're an executrix?
That just means a female executor.
Oh my gosh.
That's. I
don't
want to
think
be
I've-
something with an X in my name.
I don't know if I've ever been jealous and like wanted to be a woman in my life, but like that's dope.
Yeah.
Miss
So
Executrix.
it's like, like the feminine version of mediator is mediatrix.
Yes.
Executor is executrix.
I guess I knew mediatrix
Yeah.
like Grace
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I knew mediator.
Yeah.
Mary.
So
I just thought that was like bigger because I knew my dad would talk to a mediator and I thought lame dad stuff. stuff. Mary, very cool.
Yeah.
And now it's been elevated. Now
Right,
your dad is
right.
really cool.
Well, no. Because he's
issues.
dealing with
He's an
mediators, not
attorney.
mediatrix.
Okay, there you go.
But see, if it was a female mediator, she would be a mediatrix.
Yeah.
He's probably sexist. He probably only deals with men.
Probably.
That's a
pig.
whole other issue.
Yeah, we don't
I
have
really
time for
do
that
like my
today.
dad. I'm not trying to just rail on him on
We
the
love
podcast.
you, Mr. Aubert.
Yeah. So anyway,
met
so I'm the executrix of her estate, which just means that I have to deal with all the stuff when she dies.
Sure.
Makes sense. Like, I'm a financial planner. One of my aunts is an attorney. I don't know why she doesn't have to
Oh,
do
wow.
it, but it's a long story.
Greedy.
So anyway, my grandmother moved to Florida to live with my aunt, and so decided to sell her house. Well, she's lived in that house since 1968.
Woo!
So there is
There's a lot of stuff.
That's
a bunch of stuff.
That house has seen some stuff.
It has.
Yeah.
So the family, basically, since everyone was going to be in town for her birthday, we decided to do like a clean out of her house.
Oh, wow.
Of 55 years
Oh,
of
my.
stuff. And she was giving away a lot of stuff, just things that were sentimental. And honestly, I'm happy that it all got done because it's better to do it now while she's here and she can tell us what's meaningful and what's
Yes.
important
Yes.
and what's valuable
Yes.
than for us, like me, to try to figure it out
Yeah.
when she's gone. So
Family
I'm
heirloom.
very thankful that it is all done, and my aunts worked really hard to get it all cleaned out, and now we're putting the house on the market and it's all good. But I rode up there with one of my aunts. So it was my aunt, my uncle, my cousin, and my cousin's 5-year-old son. Okay. And
From where to where? From here to there?
From here to there.
It's like
And
20 hours,
It's
right?
about a 16-hour
Oh,
drive.
it's not, still a long time.
Not that bad in theory, but we did a lot of stopping. And here's the thing.
a lot of stopping.
I feel like if I would have been prepared,
Sure.
like
Brittany would
mentally,
never pee in a weird spot on a road trip. That's like
But
so.
mentally.
but
That's the thing. She'll pee on the side of the road.
I will.
World pissing. That's it.
I have no problem peeing in strange places.
No problem.
However, when I'm expecting us to do a 16-hour drive in maybe 18 hours all straight through, because there's 4 adults that can drive,
Yes.
Yeah.
and
Get
we
it done.
take our sweet time,
How long?
36 hours.
That's math.
Is that like
That's
including
so
sleeping?
much.
And
That has to be sleeping.
We did
in that.
stop and sleep.
Okay.
So that I wasn't expecting that, but not just that. Like, we stopped in Springfield. So we left here at noon. We didn't even make it to St. Louis, which is only like an 8-hour drive. We didn't even make it to St. Louis from here. So
That's
it was
a lot of
a
mental-
lot.
That's a lot.
Like, we stopped to see the world's
Largest
tallest
everything.
the world's tallest concrete totem pole,
Okay. One.
the world's largest mailbox,
Okay.
the world's largest knitting needles,
Okay.
crochet
Are
hook.
these like all in one spot? Or are these separate jobs?
Some of them are separate, but
Okay.
there is this town in Illinois called Casey,
I was
Illinois.
gonna say there's like
and
there's
it's
one-
called like the little town full of big stuff.
Okay. I honestly thought you just stopped at every single
Okay, the
one
totem
of
pole was
those.
by itself.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then a lot of this other large stuff was like in this one town. We stopped and did an 80-minute walking tour of some caves.
No.
That
That's,
cost
like,
$23.
active, too. That's-
Oh my god. Yeah, that's
That's-
not. You think a road trip? You're gonna be like sedated,
Yeah, you're
like, just a
locked
little bit.
in.
I'm
No.
like, I got my snacks and my
No.
Netflix downloaded.
When you're done with this, I have a great story about one of my trips to Ohio. I tried to do a bunch of crazy things, still way shorter than this.
It was awful. So here's
yeah,
the thing:
36
if
hours.
anyone in my family is watching this, like, I'm
love you.
very thankful that I got to go
did
on this
it.
trip.
Yes.
I just wasn't prepared.
And did they know going into this trip, oh, we're going to do this? Or is it like, oh, we might as well stop?
I think it was very like fly by the seat of your pants, and I just wasn't in that
Gotcha.
mindset.
Yes.
So here's the other thing is so we left at noon on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I had a meeting for work at 5 p.m. on Thursday.
Okay.
I thought,
No problem.
that's more than 24 hours.
Yeah.
I didn't make it. I had to reschedule.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
And so
gosh,
when
no.
and then obviously I got allergies too.
These dang allergies.
As soon as
we leave Texas once.
Seriously, as soon as we crossed into Missouri, I started sneezing.
Yep.
And I have not stopped, and
Yeah.
it's a
Terrible.
mess.
We're just
Anyway.
dying.
All right.
Tell us your story.
All right, so my sister Christine, very nice gal. She went to Franciscan as well,
Shout
the
out,
school I
Christine.
went to.
She's a
she
friend.
And
You think so?
of course
No.
not. She thinks she's way cooler than me.
Maybe she will.
And Christine had this very annoying policy whenever we would drive up to Ohio.
Okay.
Ours was a little long because Steubenville's a little more east. It's like
Yeah.
17, 18
Yeah.
hours that we did not stop for anything.
No.
I love
we got
that.
in the
Yeah,
car.
same.
we
Christine,
drove.
I love that.
You go.
So my senior year, I was finally getting ready to do the drive by myself. And I remember
Okay.
thinking, screw you, Christine. I'm going to do all
stopping.
sorts
Do
of
it in
things.
12.
So my plan was literally I was going to take 4 days. I was trying to figure out how I could get there without paying for a hotel. So I make a map.
yeah.
So I go a little out of my way to hit Wichita, which is like about 5 hours. And then I scoot a little over to do St. Louis. That's about 8 total, but it wound up taking a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then Cincinnati, then Steubenville. Because I had friends in all those places.
Nice.
I was like, let's ride. So
Yeah.
my first day, I get in the car, I'm really excited. And I get Oklahoma. Then I see a billboard for WinStar World
Oh,
Casino.
Yeah.
Never been to WinStar
to
before.
it.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's right off the highway. That's a classic. I always
Yeah,
wanted to
you
go.
gotta go.
She
Yeah.
never let me go. I went.
She never let
I
me
went
He never stopped there.
in and out. It was like a 20-minute deal. I lost $40, and I was like, fuck WinStar. I was ticked. It sucked. It didn't even take me a while.
Not going back.
Yeah. So I was ticked off. And I drove around for a bit, and then I saw University of Oklahoma. And I was thinking, like, oh, college town,
No, you
like
don't
that could
go
be
there.
cool. So
I
I
could've
get
told you
there.
that.
And I'm like walking around, and I walk through their library. They got this really big library, and I wind up on one of those virtual reality machines, like the
What?
good ones, like not the ones where you put your phone in, like the ones attached to a computer, an Oculus Rift.
Oh, that you do
Yeah.
that and the
There was a fan on it. I was like moving around, and it would blow the fan when I was moving.
Whoa.
I lose an hour and a half in
Oh,
that thing.
absolutely.
Oh my! Was it free?
Yeah, it was the library. I think the lady
You
thought I
just-
was an
wait,
OU
wait.
student.
Why did you go to a library?
I wanted to go up to the top. It was like really tall. But after that, I was like, I gotta get out of here.
really
I gotta get out of
You're
here.
like, I just spent an hour and a half in the virtual
The time
reality.
just-
thing. I'm on a road trip.
I'm in my overture.
And at one point,
Also, you're less than 3 hours from home at that point.
At one point, I am visiting Franciscan on like Google Maps. I'm thinking like, boy, get in the car.
I'm about
That's
to
where
go there.
you're going.
Man, Christine would never let this happen.
So I get out and I'm like, I gotta move. So I walk and I figure I'll stop at the bookstore. Maybe I'll get like a t-shirt because I'd had a fun time. And I had used their library for an hour and a half. T-shirts are really expensive, but I'm like in the stadium and I take a left, I take a right. Next thing you know, I did hit the football field. I did
Okay.
step on the grass, but it was kind of cool.
That is cool. You can't do that at every stadium.
Well, I figured that if I just walked and acted confidently, it had gotten me into the
yeah,
library.
that's
I could
true.
probably get on. It wasn't like school's in session.
Yeah.
I did
Oh,
see
okay.
someone looking at me, so I got off the field. I took a geeky photo, and I was like, this is a good day. So then I went to Sonic, and I was thinking, someone is buried in Oklahoma.
Lots of people probably.
I think
Someone famous. I remember that Kanye West's mother is buried outside of Oklahoma City. What?
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I remember that.
You went to visit her grave.
Okay.
Well, I start doing some research. Do you know how hard it is to Google Donda West burial site? Not a lot of hits. And I find it. Yeah, feel free to Google it, but I find it.
Yeah, I went to.
West.
Yeah, I pull over because I'm going to get fast food. And I'm like, let me go to Sonic because I need a good parking space to really
Yeah.
do this Googling.
Yeah.
I'm getting on the deep web right
Right,
now.
and I get a loose address. It's about 30 minutes out of my path. And I was like, let's give it a shot. So I'm in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma. And I'm like driving up and down
Hey,
the
do you know where
grades.
Kanye West's mom is?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, I've been there. And I like have my window rolled down and I'm like looking, trying to find like the grid.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking it might be alphabetical, but then I remember it's not alphabetical.
It's definitely not
So I go
alphabetical.
into like the office. And I was like, hey, I'm looking for a
dang.
specific grave.
gosh.
And the guy's like super nice. He's like
Yeah.
super friendly. He's like, oh, who are you looking for? Is it like a distant
boy.
family member? And I was
You're
like,
like, yes.
Yep. Mrs. West.
I
It's my
remember
grandma.
I was thinking, I was like, how do I say this? And I said, Donda West. Because I was like, let me not say Kanye's mom.
Yeah.
And he just completely rolled his eyes at me.
This punk kid.
It's like the little white kid in glasses.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we know the
yeah.
stereotype.
Oh my gosh.
And he told me it was in like the mausoleum. I went there. It was.
Wow.
I made sure I said an actual prayer because I was like, if I'm going to do this,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
said a real prayer. And
Kanye, look at that.
I had even picked a
I know
flower
Kanye listens to
on the
this
way
show sometimes.
because I wanted to put a flower on her grave, but it was in a mausoleum and I couldn't. But then he's got a song where it's like instead of sending flowers, to wear the roses. So I made sure to just say a prayer.
All right, that's sweet.
that's
And then I got back in the car and I was like, I'm ready to rock.
Okay, so you did a spiritual work of mercy.
Yeah.
Check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I played virtual reality. I went to a
All right.
football stadium. I lost
All right.
$40 gambling.
Okay.
That was
What
just day one. What a great day.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
And then you head on to
So
Wichita.
then I hit Wichita, and there I kind of got what I call like little man syndrome, which is something people get at Franciscan when they compare themselves to people who went to real colleges.
Okay.
As far as like, can we
sure.
like still drink a lot? And like, are
Okay.
we still like cool? What I mean when I say this is I'm casually drinking with my friend Mari, who went to Wichita State and played
yeah,
softball,
yeah.
and there's a bunch of baseball guys there.
Oh, okay,
And I
okay.
remember thinking like,
You're like, can I
I
hang?
can prove it. I can prove I'm like
yeah,
a real
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Syndrome.
And I did, but
then you
at
couldn't-
great cost.
You didn't know your name the next day.
Yeah, I woke up the next morning and I was
Christine
like,
would
man,
never.
why does my stomach feel so good? And I was like, oh, I puked. I was like, dang it. I remember like went out to the backyard. I was like, yeah, that's me. So I said, Mari, is that a problem?
it and
She
claim
said,
it.
not a problem. It's hot outside. It'll go away. I was like, I don't know how that works, but I got to get on the road.
I gotta go to Steubenville.
So I got on the road. I went to St. Louis that night. I didn't make any stops during that trip. I was
Okay.
a little hungover.
Yeah.
Went to a baseball game in St. Louis with a
Okay.
friend of mine for his 21st birthday. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We had a blast, but then I just had this another brainworm in my head of another location I wanted to go to. Champaign, Urbana, Illinois.
I've been there.
It's not on the way.
It's not on the way.
So-
it's about 2 hours north out of the way.
It is about exactly 2
Yeah.
hours north. So there's
Okay.
this band I really like called American Football. Some would say they invented Midwestern emo. They released their
Didn't even know
iconic
Midwestern
album in
emo was a thing.
1999,
Okay.
and it's the photo is of a house. If you just search up American Football
I
house, it'll
have
show up.
spent 12 weeks of my life in Champaign-Urbana.
You've probably driven past this house. It's just right there in the college
Maybe.
town.
Okay.
And I really wanted to see the house. It's sort of like an emo landmark. I'm in a couple of Facebook groups. People always post photos of them in front of the house.
Midwest emo?
Yeah, Midwest.
Only
Very
Midwest
different from like
emo.
My Chemical Romance. It's like it's like more of a.
okay.
It's kind of like before
It's like
that.
a local Midwest email.
Like, he's like, I knew him before.
Well, it's just like emo music originates after there's like hardcore music, and then there's like emotional hardcore. It's kind of splits like post-hardcore and emotional hardcore, and then it sort of softens out into guys like American Football doing this Midwest scene, and then eventually it gets like really commercial with guys like My Chemical Romance, like really taking it to like a new level. Is that
Yeah.
because then it
All
gets into
American
like
Rejects.
pop punk kind of drops out of it.
Gotcha. Okay.
That was Blink-182, but the
Dashboard.
point I'm getting at is that I love American football. I went, I saw the house,
All right.
had a great time, and then I
I
went,
love
Did you pay
I
your
love Champagne.
respects?
I smoked a cigarette outside of it because I thought that was like the right thing to do.
You said a prayer for
I didn't say a
Kanye
prayer,
West's mom.
but I
no,
felt.
you said a prayer for Kanye
I
West's
did do
mom,
that.
and you smoked a cigarette. Very appropriate.
But it's funny because it's this house. Like I will see a post of someone in front of this house about once every month or so in this group I'm in, this Facebook
Wow.
group. It's a pretty big
lot.
thing. Oh my gosh. But it's just like a normal house that gets rented out in this college town.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there, just like I take my little stupid selfie, and I see this lady who's a little older. I don't think she's a college student. She's like cleaning the house out, getting it ready for like the next 10 because it was during the summer. And I just see her looking at me and just like shaking her head.
Another one.
I'm just like, gosh, how many times is this gonna happen?
Yeah. I do love Champaign. I think that the
Urbana.
University of Illinois is like it's a really fun
Great
campus.
Newman Center. I went to mass there.
The Newman. I lived there. That's where I lived. They have Catholic dorms.
Oh.
It's
and
really big in
it's
there, yeah.
huge, and
Especially
the
at a
and the
public
chapel
university?
is gorgeous.
Wow.
They had a
It's
great
really
priest.
awesome.
He was a little younger. He was like I don't remember his name, but he was awesome. This
That's
was like
cool.
the day like the first like McCarrick thing had dropped.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm kind of in a weird spot. And so
Yeah.
like seeing like a really good homily. It might have
Yeah.
even been a daily mass. I might have
Yeah.
been really going crazy on
Yeah.
him. But like that guy was going nuts, and
That's
that
awesome.
really made me feel good.
Yeah.
They had stupidly cheap booze in Illinois.
They do.
It was insane.
Oh my gosh, they really do. They have like a lot of college towns have the Brothers bars or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
and they like I remember you could get a beer at Brothers for like $1.50.
I went in
I don't
just,
drink, but that sounds
just to
very
browse.
cheap.
For
Yeah.
context, I usually go with what I call the Keystone Index, which is how much a 30 rack of Keystone costs. Steubenville, you're running at like $16, $17. Here, good deals like 22. $13 there. I'd never seen that before.
That is low.
I knew a kid who would fill up his car with beer.
Wow.
Like, I'm talking just filled up. He would barely even bring clothes to school. Just because he could save like 5 cents a beer. And I'm like, Michael, you're losing money in gas.
You drink a lot of beer when you're worried about saving 5 cents a
Oh,
beer.
he 100% had a problem. But it was also funny because
alcohol.
word got around really quick that like Mike had like a small gas station supply in his room. And he was like, he's just going to pace it out.
Man, Underground Story is a Franciscan.
Yeah, this is
that should be a whole podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
itself.
But yeah, then I went out to Cincinnati. I was on a mission that night because I went to another base camp with my buddy George, and I went out to my buddy John Paul's house, and I was on a mission for my sister to figure out if his wife was pregnant. And she was like, figure it out. I said, how?
Okay.
I could do it on social media in 30 seconds.
And
Done.
she was like, try to get him to drink. And I was like, yeah, good call. That's up my alley. I tried. She was already asleep when I got there.
Oh, wake her up.
I was like, come on, John Paul.
have this.
Wake her up.
Try this.
And I was like, Christine, she was sleeping irregularly and she didn't want to wake up, so maybe. I don't know. She did have a kid a few months later. Well, actually, more than a few months later. Like maybe 9 months later.
more
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I got this. It was a great trip. I was so happy.
Suck it,
That
Christine.
sounds like a really great trip.
I had so much fun.
does sound
Every time after that,
But see,
though,
if you're in the right mindset, you can have
you
a
have to
great,
know it.
You can have a great time. I just wasn't there.
Of like,
No
we
one had
just need to get
prepared me,
there.
and I'm like, I need to know the plan. And I'd actually even called my aunt a few like days before we left, and I was like, "What's the plan?" And she was like, "There isn't a plan," and I just took that as like, oh, y'all aren't planners, but I should have taken it as, no, there's literally no plan. If we feel like stopping, we're going to stop at the world's tallest concrete totem pole.
You cannot do that with multiple people. Like the reason why I wanted to get it all out of my system because it was just me. Like,
Well, when I'm in Europe, like, so
when I'm in Europe, like it's a regular thing.
Listen, here we go.
no, so the way that I travel in Europe, I've done this several times, so I think I can say it's like the way I travel in Europe is I rent a car and I do road trips through Europe. I've done it in
That's the best way to
France.
do
I've
it.
done it all over
That's like
the
backpacking
Baltics.
across Europe, but for ballers.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, because here's why this is. I have many reasons why this is better than taking a train or backpacking or whatever. One, you're not subject to any strikes.
Oh,
Because the reason I did this
They do
in
a lot of
the
strikes
very
at
first
the time?
time is there were a lot of strikes in the train system in Paris, and I was like, we have a lot of places we want to see in not a lot of time, and we need to know that we're going to be able to get to from point A to point B. Rent a car. 2, when you see something on the side of the road you want to stop at, if you're on a train, you're out of luck.
Everything's cooler
Have
in
fun.
Europe, so you're gonna
you're gonna want to stop.
Is it hard to drive on the other side of the road?
You only drive on the other side of the road in the UK, so mainland Europe is normal, or what we consider normal.
Yeah.
Another reason is when you get to a city, like let's say you are backpacking and you
Is
take
the
a train.
steering wheel on the other side?
No. Wow. You take a train and you show up, in Berlin. Well, if your Airbnb is not right
the
next to the train station,
you have to carry all
you
your
have
luggage.
to, and you're carrying everything with you
Yes.
everywhere you go.
That's genius.
And so if you have a car, all I would do is Airbnb and look for a place with a parking spot.
Nice.
Then you leave all your stuff in the trunk, and you only take what you need for one night.
There you go.
It's so easy.
And you're not subjected to like times or schedules.
Right,
or,
exactly.
Like, you
And-
have to go to the
You can
church
wake up
now.
early.
And not to mention,
Yeah.
let me tell you this: 16 days in Europe for a rental car, about $500.
Wow.
Y'all, the world is opening up.
Let's go on a road
Italy's
trip.
now opening.
So
What kind of car do you want to usually get?
Well, okay.
Do you
so,
try to get like an American car?
Okay.
Like that's right, I drive Ford. Bitch.
No. So the
God,
first,
worse.
so I get whatever's cheapest. First of all,
Smart.
I book it through Costco, and you can book it if you book it. Yeah.
What?
And if you book it with a credit card that has. This is like Brittany's hot travel
gonna
takes
say,
right
this
now.
is insane.
Really
You
world
just like go to
business.
like
Yeah, I love
you
this
go to like the
segment.
Costco in like Southlake and
You
just say,
go
yeah,
online.
give me a card in Berlin.
No, you go online on
Yeah.
Costco.com
that makes
and you put in your
way
stuff.
less fun,
Okay.
much
And-
more sense.
But with Costco, you get a free other driver, so you get 2 drivers for the price
big.
of one.
Okay.
And then here's the thing, though: the first time I did this, ended up with a stick shift.
That
Did
was
I
my
know how to
other-
drive a stick
yeah.
shift?
No.
That's more common in
Not
Europe.
that
right?
day. I figured it out.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, you just figured it out?
I would have
mean,
returned it. But that's smart.
I looked up some YouTube videos and then I just went with it.
did it.
So
a
the other
baller
thing
move.
is, gas is expensive in Europe, but it's not a big place.
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
so much
not
smaller.
you're not using 3 tanks of gas to get
Right.
from one place to another.
Yeah,
You're
like
using a
America.
quarter of a tank.
Yes.
And yes, it costs you €100 to fill up, and that sucks. But like again, in 16 days, I probably filled up 3 times.
Oh my god.
How do you have like? Can you use your debit card in Europe?
Yeah.
You just swipe it. And it's
There
all
might
good
be
to go.
like a transaction fee, like
Yeah.
like a percentage from
I
your
put everything on a
bank.
credit card just because it's a little safer than using a debit card.
That would make
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, 'cause
And
there's a lot of
protection.
scammers
Yeah.
out there.
So anyway, but I'm saying all that to say, when I'm in Europe, like doing this,
Yes.
traveling on road trips, I'm 1,000% down to stop at anything that
that
looks
makes
cool.
perfect sense because it's just vibes.
But when I'm in
Just
Missouri,
Europe vibes. We don't want
Yeah.
to see the tallest needle.
no,
We don't
I
want to see
do
the
not.
largest totem pole.
I
Unless
don't
want to
climb up in a mailbox.
I do. Want to
I've never wanted to do that. I can't understand why that's a
I don't
thing.
even want to do a small mailbox.
No,
let alone a
I
big
don't
one.
want to get in any mailbox.
I don't want to get in any
In
mailbox
Illinois.
unless it's in Paris.
Right.
Then maybe I'll
Right.
think about it.
So I'm
Okay.
open. I'm not just a complete stick in the mud of like,
No.
I have to get from point A to point
but
B.
it needs to be. It
has to be a mindset.
Because that's also a long time just sitting in a car.
Oh my God.
And was it a big car?
Also, there was a 5-year-old with us.
Yes. So
That's tough.
Yeah.
there's that.
Brittany
was
hates
rough.
people,
It was rough.
especially kids.
So, needless to say, I am happy to be home.
Yes.
I spent yesterday and today in the pool because
had to.
you needed to.
I needed
decompress.
that. I
You
needed that.
and it's hot girl summer. and
It's
we
hot girl
needed
summer.
that. Yes.
I needed that.
Right, Kyle. Hot
Hell
girl
yeah.
summer. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss. Hot girl summer.
Are you so excited for hot girl summer?
I'm thrilled.
Yeah. Well,
Okay, we talked about trips.
Are we drawing?
Okay, so
Okay.
yes, so now what we decided we're gonna do is we each have. We can talk about
our pens of choice.
If you guys didn't know, Brittany also does amazing hand lettering. What
Thank
is
you.
your Instagram handle?
It is handmade, as in like
MAID.
MAID, like servant of the Lord,
Like handmaid
handmaid,
of the
of the Lord.
Not like red handmade.
Stephanie has a
Right.
shirt that says
Blessed
that.
be
No,
the
that's handmade also.
Oh.
But it's not
like
like
that, but
it's
not
not like
weird.
made by hand. It's like handmade.
Yeah.
So HANDMAID, handmade, 2 underscores, creations is my Instagram. And I put my doodles on there, but I also do things like when I paint my front door purple, I post that.
Yes.
And
It's
when I
perfect.
I'll do like wood burning and
Yeah.
all kinds of different crafts. So not just doodling, but
It's beautiful.
I learned from the best.
so good. Okay, now you want to talk about your pen.
Okay,
We
so
have our choice of pens
Yes.
that we love to
I
doodle
was
with.
assigned a pen.
Yes.
At
She's gonna
birth.
love this.
You are.
It's assigned of hers.
So I
We're gonna put
used
our
to
preferred
be-
pens in our bios. What our
Yes.
preferred pen is.
Brittany Anderson, she, her,
What's the pilot where you,
Uniball, Vision.
I prefer the pilot where you take the cap off and it's got like that like thin metallic one. It's a pretty popular one. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's not a ball.
It's not a click one. It's a cap deal. There'll be like black or blue. It's
It's
got
not a
clear...
ballpoint, is it?
No, it's like a thin little line.
It's a gel still.
It looks kind of like
No, I don't
Are you
know.
gonna draw it? Wait. Here, take another one. You draw it while Brittany
So,
describes her pen.
okay,
Yeah.
so I used to be 1,000% in the G2 camp.
Okay.
I was 100. I was a
Yes.
big G2 girl.
Big G2
Yes.
girl. Pilot G2. They follow me on
Yes.
Instagram now.
That's
Maybe
really cool.
we can get sponsored.
That's really
Pilot
cool.
G2.
I actually have like an entire, this big of like
Yeah.
packets or whatever of
Okay.
G2s.
Okay.
My go-to was the 7
Ooh,
thickness.
okay.
What do you either do the 3/8?
3/8 or 5.
Okay, a 5. Okay. I
this
like
is
a
a 5.
little bit thicker.
Okay, personal preference.
Yeah.
Good.
And then I found this Uniball Vision pen, fine point, and I have not looked back since.
See, I like Uniball.
Looks like
Although
this.
Maybe that.
That's actually a very good drawing.
I know
for me.
exactly. It's the
Micron?
doctor pen.
Yeah.
It's what doctors use
Doctors
to write
will use
prescriptions.
sometimes.
It's not a micro. Can you see that? Can
That's
you see
actually
that?
a very good drawing.
I'm
I
not a
know
very
what
good
it's-
drawer.
I know what.
It's not a micron then?
I don't know the name
you
of
can't
it.
see it?
But you know what I'm
do that?
talking about? It's like a pretty common pen.
I know the name of it, or I don't know
You know
the
what I'm
name of it,
talking
but I
about,
know what
yeah.
you're talking about. It's the pen that
We'll save
doctors
this
use.
Doodle. Okay, save that doodle.
Yeah, that's a good doodle.
Okay, so with those though,
Hamburger.
does it bleed? Like when you
No,
write? See,
I
that's
don't
what I
think
don't
so.
like about Uniball.
You
is
wanna
that
try
they-
it?
Is that they bleed sometimes?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. It is definitely.
Oh, actually, no. This one doesn't.
It's-
Because I think maybe the tip is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually very nice.
I'm about to convert Allie. These are
For a thicker pen,
expensive.
these are nice.
Yeah.
For a thicker pen, because
Right.
these are really thin.
And I do like a
And
thicker
sometimes
pen.
I need a thicker pen.
Although sometimes when I'm shading in my flowers, like I learned to do from your Doodle U.
Oh yes, Doodle U.
Yeah, when I'm shading, I don't like a thicker pen. I need a thinner pen.
contrast.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So mine is well, I might be changed. I'm very easily swayed. I'm always die hard. All my doodles for everything. Pilot, G2, 05, or .38. I prefer .38, but that's okay. But I've also
It's
found
so thin that I feel like it it's like nails.
scratches.
Yeah, it scratches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Now I recently found these. They're Muji pens.
Okay.
Wow.
And they're also very thin. Ooh, see, we get the thumbs up from. Oh, this has not been opened.
I was gonna say that does not
brand
look
new
thin.
pen.
Now it
Look
looks
at
thin.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Adrian. Thumbs up from Adrian. This is another gel pen. Y'all, if you're using ballpoint pens, get out of here.
I actually
Just-
prefer pencils, to be honest.
Oh, that's weird. That's even worse.
Yeah, I like it when
That's
you can
even
erase it.
worse.
Okay,
I know it's, I'm not an
I
artist.
want to use this pen. Also,
Yes.
how recently I bought the biggest possible pack of jelly rolls.
I have lots of gel pens too.
Oh my gosh.
How much is
Yes.
the biggest possible pack?
Like
100?
128 or something.
We need to
There's
doodle.
metallics, there's neons,
Shiny,
there's
glitter,
yes,
regular.
They're so good, and the jelly roll writes really nice.
Yes. Once you get the ink flowing.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so what? And we also have these are also go-to unruled
Unruled.
index cards
Unruled from Target.
Because we're
Up
unruly.
and up. That's a
Or
Target brand.
unruled. Yep. Unruled. They're like it's 100 count for 50 cents.
It's a slam
You
dunk.
can't do it, right, Kyle? Okay.
Slam dunk.
So now what we decided we wanted to do blind doodling. Now do we do blind doodling or are we doing a Pictionary thing or are we like Adrian gives us a word and we try to doodle it with our eyes closed?
Ooh,
I'm
those all
not.
sound
You guys
fun
are
to
the
me.
drawing experts.
No,
here.
you
Yeah.
can
No,
do
Kyle, you're for sure playing.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm playing.
Yeah.
I'm saying I don't want to pick.
All right.
Adrian, maybe you give us a word that's appropriate for us to write and we blind
So that means we have to close our eyes and
yes.
doodle it.
So figure out,
All right.
and do it how you would normally doodle it with
Okay.
like, the thickness.
Okay.
I mean, you can add.
We'll do like a little
flowers.
Instagram
Okay.
story with people to vote at the end.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yes, and we won't tell who's
Goofy?
whose.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna be able to figure out whose is whose.
Yeah.
So
wait, okay. Now are we doing?
No,
words?
we're not.
Are we
We're doing
people?
words, Adrian.
I
words.
was very confused by that as well. just
We're
for the
not-
record.
We could.
We
We
don't-
could do one with words and then one with
but not goofy.
images.
All right. So are we just gonna do Goofy the word?
Okay.
No,
What's the?
he wants us to do honey butter chicken.
Can we do the words for that? That's
Yeah,
like
let's
4
do the
words.
words.
Okay,
Let's do
honey
the
butter
words.
chicken biscuit.
So
okay.
eyes closed.
Okay.
Eyes closed. So
Okay.
sign
I
your
don't know if I can
paper.
write
Oh
it.
my gosh,
Okay.
this is gonna be hard.
Okay.
Okay.
We need a
What should we talk
I
about
know,
while we're
'cause this
doing
is
it?
great,
Because
'cause
it's
this
gonna
is
be boring for the
emphasis.
listeners.
I know. Kyle.
Yes, Kyle's putting his hat
Wow,
over
he
his
is
face.
So okay.
You're
This is,
committed.
guys, if you're just listening to this, you need to switch to the YouTubes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it real fast and then
subscribe.
I'll start talking.
Okay.
Okay.
What story are you gonna tell?
I'm gonna figure that out.
All right, here we go.
Okay, here
I
we
mean, I
go.
can't find the corner of the page.
Oh gosh. I feel
This is so bizarre.
okay. I ended the honey.
Oh shoot.
You already ended
Okay.
the honey. You
Yeah,
said that.
I ended honey too.
I ended the. Oh.
What? I don't know if I know how to spell biscuit.
You're already on biscuit. Okay.
No,
did
I'm
the
on
honey
butter.
Okay, honey butter.
Guys, mine.
What is it? Honey butter chicken biscuit?
Hey, you're not like doing thicker downstrokes, are you?
I don't know. No, probably not. That's
I
gonna
have
be
no
impossible.
idea what I'm doing.
Honey
Okay.
butter.
Wait,
chicken.
wait, if we're not doing down, yeah, I'm gonna do it in my scripty.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm just
starting
doing.
over.
I'm
Okay.
just doing. No, you can't start over.
No, I'm doing it in
Down
the script because I was doing a.
I'm just doing script, but I'm not.
Honey.
What, he said, "What is downstroke?"
What the heck does that mean?
I forgot where I was in the word.
Honey, oh shoot. Okay.
I just wrote on the table. You guys are definitely looking somewhere.
No, I'm not looking.
I just finished chicken.
honey butter chicken.
I don't know where I finished chicken
B?
though.
Is it BISCUIT?
Yes, CU.
I'm not. I just finished butter.
IS.
Okay, I finished. I'm afraid to look.
CUIT.
I'm gonna just try to get
I'm not
chicken
gonna
and
All
open
right.
my eyes.
Okay.
I'm not
Turn
gonna
your
open my
card
eyes.
over. Turn your card over, and
This
then
is
you can open your
oh,
eyes.
that's actually, see, I was doing it.
Oh, that's cute.
But then I was gonna
wow.
go
That's actually.
back. That's-
But you can't go back. That's the thing is
Yeah.
once you finished
Yeah.
the word, you're like, I can't.
Unless
There's no
you, like,
way.
Put your like the A. Unless you
Right.
do it letter by
Letter.
letter.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, you done? Okay. Oh, that's really good. Shoot, dang it. Oh,
I forgot where I was in the word. I was
trying to do like a bubble letter type thing.
Okay, we should show.
Okay, that's really good.
Show our
Can you
lettering.
see?
Should we do it in this camera? Or which one?
Do it in Allie's.
Okay.
Okay. Or give them to me, actually. I have better.
Okay.
I didn't know we were doing like script. I thought
no,
we had to
whoa,
like.
Whatever we want.
He doesn't know about
maybe
doodling.
I'm gonna try to do bubble letters next time. That's
You
great.
are?
No, it's really hard to do with your eyes closed.
Okay.
Okay, honey butter. That was really great.
That was pretty
It was
good.
not
This
easy.
is Kyle.
Damn, that's a banger.
Pretty good.
I promise my handwriting
Okay,
is
look,
not.
that's really, you got the O and the
It's hard to do with your eyes
that's
closed.
Very good. Okay.
It took a long time because it's not easy.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay.
I couldn't
That
figure out
was
why you guys
mine.
were going so fast.
Yeah.
I thought we had to do that.
Okay, I messed up on that, but not bad.
I mean-
not bad.
Really good.
Okay. The biscuit is off, but that's
I-
okay. That's really good. Yours is like,
I
ooh,
It's just like
got
cursive.
lost
I
after
can write in
the
chuckin'.
eye and
honey butter
chicken.
chicken biscuit.
Chucking.
Okay, all really good. Okay, so now we're
Okay.
gonna do what
Yeah.
word are we gonna do?
Now I'm
next?
writing in cursive. I know how to do that.
I'm gonna write in bubble letters. Should
Okay.
we do I was gonna say Edmund Mitchell. We should do Danielle.
The show without Edmund
The
Mitchell.
show without Edmund
Yes.
Mitchell. Okay, we might
Or
need
why don't we
multiple.
just do the show with Allie, Brittany, and Kyle?
Yeah.
A
Okay.
lot of words.
But you can make
Yeah.
it however you want. You can
Yeah,
make it
sure.
however you want.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Here we go.
Okay.
Oh gosh, this is gonna be rough.
I feel it's man.
Oh man.
So
How do
when
you
I was
do a
flying
cursive
on the
that?
plane, my left ear, I can't hear anything out of it.
Oh,
still.
no.
And I had this thought of like, this is what deaf people like. They can't hear out of that
Oh.
ear, and so I feel like my other senses are heightened. Okay, I have
Maybe they
that.
are.
Okay. Oh gosh, an S is very hard bubble letters. The
I'm trying to do a mix of like bubble letters and.
Oh yeah, maybe I'll
script.
do that. Oh gosh, Kyle, I am so impressed with your ability to
The show.
boldly go with bubble. the
With-
show.
I didn't know it was bold when I did it.
Allie.
Oh shoot, I messed that up. Well,
I took a peek
with-
at mine accidentally. It does not look good, team.
Shoot, I'm right on the table. Okay, wait. Where's the edge? Okay,
Allie,
wait.
Brittany,
With,
and Kyle.
with
Once again, for our people back home listening through,
We're just
not
closing our
YouTube,
eyes.
We're closing our eyes. I really misunderstood the assignment the first time, but it was
no, you
barely
did.
legible.
Finished. Yeah,
And I was pretty proud looking at it at the end.
It is really difficult.
Like
Are
it's
you-
way harder than you think.
It is.
The E murdered me. You ever tried to do a lowercase e in bubble letters?
Oh shoot!
Oh, she really.
Oh no!
Okay, that's pretty
All right,
good.
ready to reveal?
I'm not. Okay, that's really good actually.
Mine is like not
Only
even
one
legible.
of my T's is crossed. Hey, look at your cursive's pretty good.
Oh, okay,
Look
give
how
it-
Okay, give him to Adrian.
I was proud of
Here,
how,
Kyle.
how I did your name on
Wow.
mine, Brittany. It looks pretty
Yeah,
cool.
my name looks
Okay,
good.
here we go. I'm actually that was very
My
good.
cursive is not good, but I do know how to write in cursive, which
Yeah.
a lot of people don't nowadays.
Yeah,
They're not
apparently they don't
teaching
teach it anymore.
Do you have to learn in 4th grade?
Third grade for me,
oh,
yeah.
I do it in 4th grade. Okay, so
Let's see.
This cake is pretty good.
Check
is
out the T.
Kyle's.
You see how I took the Y and I threw it back to
Yeah.
Dr. T's?
Oh, look
you can
at your
you can steal that if you
Y.
want.
Allie, Brittany, and
Brittany
then
and
Kyle down in the bottom.
Kyle.
Yeah, I didn't know where I was at, so I was like, let me just locate the corner.
Spatial though, I like it. Okay.
Yeah,
This is so
Okay, that's
bad.
right.
Kyle's very good.
All right.
Very nice.
This one's mine.
This is yours. Ooh, look at your face.
The bubble letter is good.
I only
Yeah.
crossed.
That H is strong.
That is a strong H. Both of them. Strong choices.
I only,
we
I only crossed one of the T's in my name, but that's
yeah,
fine.
that's okay. But
You
it
gotta
goes
use
all
the
way to
double
Y.
technique.
This is. I was running out of space, and I wrote I wrote Allie on the table. So sorry. I'm proud of that B.
I think it looks good.
The B is cool.
Kyle's name looks pretty
Kyle's
good.
name looks really good.
Yeah,
Kyle's
you
name
looped
looks
the
like you
Y
had your eyes
into
open.
the L very well.
That was okay. I'm pretty proud of that. That's pretty good.
That's
the
pretty
top
good.
Kind of looks.
I
I
usually
would
try
say
to.
we're pretty skilled.
No, we're pros. We're probably the best in the world.
Are we doing
at that.
one more?
Okay.
Do you want to try to draw a photo this
Should
time?
we
or
do
doing
a picture?
A letter end?
Okay.
Okay, what are we going to draw?
Wait, so should we all know what everyone else is drawing?
No. Draw something.
So you
So
should we
and we try to
guess
guess.
while you're drawing and then
Whoever can guess it first.
win.
Okay, but what's the
Well,
topic?
yeah, we need like a category.
Yeah, we need a category.
I was gonna say person, place, or thing. Okay. A
Nouns.
noun. Okay. Draw. Ooh.
A fast
A
food
fast
logo.
food logo.
Yeah, if we can get a
Okay,
photo with
already.
like a ton of them on there.
Okay. 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 We'll do a fast food logo. I'm
Is
ready.
it going to be on there or something else?
No.
Or we don't know.
Well, you don't know.
Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah. Fast food. Yeah. Or that might be really easy though.
Yeah.
What about like a saint or something? Is that a little too on the nose?
Well, but drawing it would be really hard.
I think drawing anything is
I
gonna be
know.
really
yeah,
hard.
like
How about
it's kind of supposed to be hard.
How about like a picture that would be in a child's book? Like or like a clip art, something that would be like simple.
Just like a household
house
item.
or cat.
Whatever we
or-
do,
Okay,
let's
okay.
move quick here. You know?
Yeah, yeah,
No
yeah.
one wants to hear people
Yeah,
deciding
yeah.
on a
Okay.
segment.
Ready?
Okay, ready.
Here I
ready.
go.
All right, who's gonna guess it first?
A circle. A
Well, it's
spiral.
definitely not a circle.
A palm tree. A palm tree.
A whipped cream
an
to the
egg.
top of a whipped cream dispenser.
A cupcake.
It's gonna be so easy. You're gonna get it like right away.
I can't really see it. Can you hold it up so I can see?
Yeah. Should I?
Show the camera.
What?
I wish we had your camera that you have for your doodles.
Does
Would
does
you
that
guess
look
it
like
based
you
on
think
that?
it did?
Okay, that would throw me off.
A tomato.
It's tomato. Yes, it's a tomato.
Yeah, did not see that.
Okay. I knew I was in trouble when someone said a circle. Well, it's not a full circle. Shoot! I messed up. That's what I knew. It was not going to be good.
All right,
Okay,
my turn.
tomato.
My
right.
turn. All right, why don't we
keep
do
these
this? Let's
two.
stick with the theme of a food
Household.
item.
Oh, food item. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
Okay. Ready.
So
Okay.
you. All right. So
Here I go. My eyes are closed.
Can you see Kyle?
I think you guys will
I
get this
cannot.
pretty easily.
Well, a heart, a steak, a tree,
Pineapple.
A strawberry.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, that's not bad. That's
All
pretty
right.
good.
All right. I'm
Got
gonna.
the single line.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys ready to see what food looks like?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show us food. A square. French fries.
Cereal.
French fries. I didn't even draw the fries yet. I was literally drawing the container. I was just gonna go like this.
Container of French
I
fries.
was just gonna look like that. Slam
Oh
dunk.
man. Okay, wait to save these.
It was a little too healthy. I needed to take us back.
I want to redeem myself.
Okay.
Allie's mad. Mine was guessed
Yeah.
the fastest.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, ready?
All right, ready. A candy cane.
Lima bean. Hot dog. Not a hot dog.
Jalapeno pepper.
No.
Another pepper. That's like not a jalapeno.
You know what it looks like is an internal organ.
No. Okay, that's
Like
Looks
an
like
intestine.
a male
No.
external organ.
No, it doesn't. External organ. Okay, also, you guys should know, since we're deep enough into the show that I can say this now, before the show, Kyle was trying to think of as many names for the word dick as he possibly could.
Okay, we don't need to share
You
that.
know what game he was gonna play?
He was playing by himself. No one prompted
was
this.
Everybody was
he was
writing
just
things
writing
down.
a list of as many.
Okay, actually, for what this is, I'm
What
pretty
is
proud.
it?
It's a T-bone steak.
Oh, okay.
That is so specific.
I would have taken steak as
Yeah,
well.
it's like marble.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay. Are you gonna do another one?
No,
Okay.
I'm done with this game.
I'll show you how to draw food.
Okay, we have to keep those.
You ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you want to play again still?
I'm just doing one really quick.
Okay.
Because
Move your hand.
mine was. now you moved my hand. I don't know how to draw it. Brittany, what the heck?
A Debbie cake. Hot dog. A sandwich.
Close.
Hamburger.
Hamburger.
A wine burger. Oh.
It was a hamburger.
Ooh, a
Yeah.
Weinberger.
You can see exactly when Brittany moved my hand. And then I was like, that literally was like the
still
finger I
closed.
had there, so I would keep it in line.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. last on our how
Do we
many
have closing
minutes?
thoughts? It's been like an hour.
How many?
How long?
How are we an hour in?
been an hour.
No, we have the last topic, and this is something we can talk about every single episode
Yeah.
because there's so many of these things,
Oh, man,
but
then I have to pick one. Yeah.
things we hate.
Okay. Well, okay.
Because
this
you made
started-
a long list.
I made a list. So this started, I was driving here for the show, and one of the things that I hate that we don't necessarily have to talk about because it might not be as juicy are when I see rude drivers. So first of all, I hate tailgaters. I hate
Yeah, I'm like
I
tailgaters.
understand though if you're going like 5 or 10 under the speed limit, yeah, you need to get out of this
Mm-hmm.
lane. But like aggressively rude drivers, and I saw that happen. I
Yeah.
was like, man, I just hate that. And then I started thinking, what are some other things? that I
Yeah.
hate? What are some other things that just
That's a
grind
good,
my
healthy spot to
gears?
be.
Grind my gears.
So, May, I thought, okay, we can just talk about things that we hate, rude drivers. Well, from this one, what should we talk about? Hustle culture, the boss babe, build your empire, that kind of stuff. That could go deep dive.
Yeah, we're
MLMs.
on a podcast that's like very kind of pro
MLM?
No, pro like hustle
Boss
culture.
babe.
No. But the whole idea, like MLMs.
Oh yeah,
like,
no, I'm agreeing. Girl,
constantly- so we
girl
could do
boss.
that. Excessive political commentary.
Or any.
On social media in particular.
Social media political commentary.
Yeah.
That's what it should be. So maybe we don't get into that yet because that could be a whole social media. Okay. When people who are in a new relationship start giving dating advice.
Ooh.
True.
I saw this one girl, she just like was dating this guy for a month and like a month in, and she was like, happy 1 month. Here's all the things that like all the advice that I want to give to people. And I'm like,
Who are single.
I'm so
Like,
over this.
girl, you were single 31 sleeps ago.
Yeah.
I saw
February, it's 28.
I saw this girl who she was dating guy X, and after that doesn't work out, starts dating guy Y like 3 weeks afterwards.
Okay.
No problem. Power to her.
Quick turnaround.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Then a couple months in, she posts something about, I'm so glad I waited for you. And I'm like, waited what? 3 weeks? No.
She's
You
glad she was glad that
That
while she
he
was
waited
dating that
for
one
her.
guy, she waited it out with that
That
guy.
he kept that. He was content to be on the back burner. I'm like, girlfriend, you can give any advice you
Girlfriend.
want,
Yeah.
but like, come on.
That's
No.
like, it just irks me of like, especially when you phrase the, like, I've just seen captions, and I don't know if it's just all targeting me because I am single, but it's like the captions of like, all my single ladies, like, I was
Yes.
there too. I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
you've been dating your man for like 3 months.
Right.
You need to
also,
chill.
okay, how much does it piss you off when at like conferences or Catholic whatever, there's talks from women, like
Beautiful,
vocation
yes,
talks, right?
yes.
And they're like, ladies, I know it was hard waiting. Me and my husband didn't meet until I was 23.
Yes.
And you're
that's
like, I will
ancient, and
kill you.
Well, now that they have, it's not dissing on them, but like when you're addressing single women, and then you have like this beautiful family, like gorgeous model family,
right.
and you're addressing single, and it's just like this culture.
Yeah.
Who was that
It's
like,
like, I
next
just
top
don't
model
wanna-
lady who was telling girls to love themselves? And I was like,
Leah Darrow.
I was like, you're
was that
awesome. You're super cool, but
I'm glad you love Jesus.
it's like when like super manly, muscular men say like manliness isn't chopping trees, and I'm like, dude, you're huge. I'm like,
Oh,
know
you're
what
saying
to take
because
with that.
she's like so beautiful that
yeah,
it's
like I don't know.
like if there's like an ugly girl sitting there, she's just like, okay.
if I was an ugly girl, like
beautiful. Beauty
I wouldn't
isn't
want to
everything.
hear
Okay,
it
but
from
you're
her.
yeah.
That's a great point.
Kyle said if I was an ugly girl,
Yeah, if I was an ugly girl, like I just wouldn't
that would be disappointing to hear.
pumped up by that. I would
Yes.
be, but also I don't know. I have never been an ugly girl or really intently listened to one of her talks. It's
Do you
very
think
possible.
if you were a girl, you would be an ugly girl?
No.
Be a hot girl.
Oh, let me explain why. I
girl
have
summer.
reasoning. I look a lot like my sister, and she's not ugly.
That's true.
Christine?
Yeah.
Man,
I bet
so
you
many
called her
Christine
ugly a lot
references.
when you were in high school.
No, I'd never called my sister ugly. I would never do that.
Like side comments.
That's
Christina
like-
and I are friends.
Well, now I didn't think you
never would have
always
called
were.
her ugly.
Christine, if
I
you're
could
not
call her
listening to this-
annoying, but I would never call her ugly. That's so
I told
mean.
her I hated her, but like never.
I don't think I've ever called her one.
stabbed her, but
I don't think
Never
I've ever been
ugly.
talking to girls and be like, you are so ugly.
Well,
That's
yeah.
so
Rage.
mean.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think my
No.
brother would
Yeah,
call me
that's
ugly,
mean.
too.
That's really
But yeah,
mean.
it irks me so much to see like this or okay, this was another thing on my list. Newlyweds that are now giving marriage advice. Like not even married
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
And like, okay, this is all the things that we do. Or like we created this resource for
Yeah.
newlyweds and stuff. And I'm like, I do not want to take advice.
Yeah.
Maybe you have learned things, and that's great. I want a couple who's been married 40, 50,
Who's been through
60
it.
Yes,
years,
yeah.
who's been through it.
Well, and hearing about single women talks or whatever, like I want to hear that from someone who's actually been through it as a single person, not who just was single for 23 years of their life
and like right
that
out
does
of
not
college,
count.
you got married. That
does not count.
Story, yeah.
We
should talk about.
We should.
Yeah.
They should. Why don't they hire us to talk about?
Who's listening? That
This is a bad pet peeve, but I can.
So things Kyle hates.
There's this podcast. It's like a pretty
show.
popular Catholic one that I
It's
stumbled upon.
semi-Catholic podcast.
It's called
it's
What
not
in the Dang Heck. It's like a Catholic one. And
Have you heard it?
I've never listened to it.
It's like a big deal. And a girl I know's ex-boyfriend is dating the host of that show right now, and he has like an anonymous Instagram. Mr. Stash. Yeah, I have all the deets on that guy. I won't air it out on air.
Okay, no.
But I know exactly who the dude is. I've even seen his face before.
Okay.
But he dated one of my friends, and this made me so mad for no reason at all. I want to make it clear, this is me being an unnecessary jerk. So
bring it.
We need like theme music for this.
My
Dun,
friend,
dun, dun.
I remember when this guy was dating one of my friends. I won't even name who the friend is.
Okay.
And she had told me about him or whatever, and I was like, oh, he seems like a whatever guy. She goes, oh my gosh, she's on this podcast thing. She like talks about him. I was like, that's pretty funny. And then she sends me like he has a whole Instagram account. I look at this and I'm thinking like, how is this guy dropping 600 likes? And I'm like, this is an insane amount of clout. And I look at his list of books he's been reading. He's talking about how he's like such a great reader. And it is like the most basic bitch guy books ever. Like right off the bat, it is a Jocko Willink, who's like a Navy SEAL guy. Self-improvement.
Oh my gosh,
nerd.
they made us. Okay, pause.
Yeah, pause
to talk about Jocko. They at
No idea
work.
who that is. Don't know her.
He's just this Marine dude, bald, but like
Shredded.
really just ripped. Like
He's a very successful podcast.
yes, and he's like a motivational
Much
speaker.
like us.
Yeah,
Right.
Very similar.
He has like maybe 1 or 2 more followers than us, not many. But he is a motivational speaker, and he like gave this talk about like taking ownership or whatever, and they made us watch it at work. And okay, my team at work, the people that do my job, all dudes and me.
Oh gosh.
And so every dude was like so fired up by this video, and I was like, I am not fired up by this at all. Like, does not resonate. Like, demotivation.
I am less motivated
actively
now
less
than I was
motivated.
before, and I
It was
quit.
awful.
Yeah, no, I tried listening to his podcast once. And you listen to the podcast, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. Then I tried to listen to like another episode. It's just the same thing.
Yeah,
it's
over
just
and
like.
But
over
that's
and
what
over.
a lot of motivational speak,
Oh,
and that's how a
totally.
lot of those like self-help books are. There's enough content, honestly, if you broke it down to fill 3 pages, but they
those are
make you
3
read
good pages, for the
125
record.
pages to get the 3.
So you're more
It's just, well, I just saw that and I was like, that's
What
a
else
basic
was on the
book.
list?
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah, Rich Dad, Poor
Catcher
Dad.
in the Rye, Great
Okay.
Gatsby. And I'm looking at that, I'm
That is
thinking
kind
like,
of- that's
this
a
is like a high
reading
school reading
list.
list. But I was like, all right, well, let's see what he has to say. And he's like, some were good, like Picture of Dorian Gray, Old Man in the Sea. Some were dull, Great Gatsby, Catcher in the Rye. If you think those books are dull, you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Like fundamentally,
on your
nothing
list?
really happens in The Catcher in the Rye. It's just
Right.
a kid walking around New York for a few days and then he wakes up in a mental hospital. But I bet that guy
spoiler
wouldn't
alert.
even get that he was in a mental hospital.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, I don't know why it made me so mad. Maybe it's
So-
because I went through a big Catcher in the Rye angsty phase in high school. Maybe I
okay,
was
that's
just
very
hashtag
specific.
triggered.
You're Holden Caulfield.
yeah.
Oh, I have New Balance exclusive ex Catcher in the Rye shoes.
Wow.
You know how down bad you have to be to buy exclusive New Balance American
You are
literary
deep.
authors.
Wow, Kyle,
But
did
you
not
just
know this about
you
you.
cannot describe it as dull. You can describe
Yeah.
it as dramatic, overly so,
Yeah.
obnoxious, pretentious. The main character
Yeah.
sucks. All those things are very valid criticisms. But to call it dull, I was just like, And
So
I texted
let me
my-
ask you this. Did you ever have feelings for the girl that was dating him?
No, not really.
Okay, because it's coming
mean,
across like a little jealous,
No.
like, but
Well,
not
she's
necessarily.
dating him anymore, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a committed relationship, and last time I saw her,
No,
we were
no,
both single.
No, not in that way. Just in like a like. I don't get why this dude is so.
I think it was just the Catcher in the Rye thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think I was angry before then. It was just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
We are
me just
pro Catcher
casually
in the Rye.
browsing.
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
make it clear, Holden Caulfield's a very flawed character.
Yeah.
But he roast Catholics at one point, and it's a slam dunk. Have you guys read the book?
I've read it.
Do you know what he says
I've read
about
it
Catholics?
recently. I don't remember. I do remember the topic. but I don't
So
remember
he's
what
talking about how he
specifically.
meets this Catholic guy, and you can tell the entire time this friend keeps trying to figure out if Holden's Catholic because he says Catholics always do that, and I think that's totally true.
Oh, yeah.
Anytime
That
I
is
meet
accurate.
someone
That is
and they like
very,
mention
yeah.
Jesus, I'm like, so like where's church? So, like,
yeah,
which,
yeah.
Oh, saint? Like that's a
Yeah,
weird
yeah.
saying. Like
Also, okay, but also when you find out that someone is Catholic, then are you like, okay, but now I have to find out how Catholic
Catholic.
you are?
What side do you
Like,
lean
and then
on?
after how
Are you
Catholic?
ratty?
where-
Are you tratty?
Yeah.
Are
Are
you
you in the middle?
charismatic? Are you
Yes.
like
Christmas and Easter?
Yeah.
Cafeteria where you
Yeah.
pick and choose,
Right.
which I think is above Christmas and Easter personally, but some could argue that it's actually
Yeah,
worse because
yeah.
it's a little more knowledge.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
it's a
and you
terrible
just
thing.
choose,
That's
yeah.
what I liked it because it totally ripped me
Yeah.
a new one.
That's
Yeah.
so good.
But yeah, I just got irrationally upset about it.
All right, well,
You hear it
I'll
here.
never talk crap about Holden Caulfield in front of you.
Well, you can talk crap to him, but you just can't call him dull.
Right,
Okay, everything else is
Yeah,
done.
you can say he's
Yeah.
awful and
Yeah,
terrible, and that's
yeah.
very
I hate
fine.
him so
Yeah.
much, but I will
As long as
never.
you
I
have a
did
dog.
reread Catcher in the Rye within the
noticed
last
it.
5 years.
I'll say I noticed you had it, and I was trying to get
Yeah.
Stephanie to read it.
Yeah,
I never read
within
it.
the last couple of years, I read it.
Is it fair to say, Stephanie, if you read Catcher in the Rye, I'll read an entire Harry Potter book?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's
a
more
good-
than
yeah,
fair.
yeah. Good trade-off,
Because
yeah.
and honestly, it would take me longer to read Catcher in the Rye than to read a Harry
That's what
Potter
I'm
book
saying.
because Harry Potter is a page turner.
It's so
Yeah.
like engrossing. It's
She's
so.
never read Harry Potter. You have.
I have read 5 of the 8 of them or whatever.
That's a lot.
Right, like I was telling her, I was like, look, I'll read
Yeah.
the last 3, which are the longest ones,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna pick 3 random books. They
Yeah,
won't be
yeah.
as long.
Yeah.
Because like the books I'm
That's
gonna
fair.
pick are
That's
gonna be
fair.
books I don't think
Also,
she'll
I
like as
that.
much.
That's like a
give and
fun
take.
relationship, like
Yeah.
a like thing to do.
especially if you love The Catcher in the Rye, which I
Yeah.
had no
Right,
idea.
and she loves Harry Potter, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
well, I should
that's
read the
great.
book that
Yeah.
you really like.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
That's
reasonable.
very sweet.
That's
I
good.
would take that dating advice from
That's
you,
good
Kyle.
relationship.
See, but I
advice.
don't give
Good.
dating advice. It's only been like 9 or 10 months. I don't
No.
even know off the top of my head if it's 10 months yet. So that's
We
why.
should figure that out,
Yeah.
and we
So-
should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, I have other things, but maybe we can talk about those later.
Yeah.
So Studio Coffee, I
Studio
would
Coffee.
highly
Drink Studio
recommend
Coffee.
it. Pocket Catechisms, low key, very cool.
if
flying
you-
off the shelves.
If you want a catechism, I don't.
You'll
think we have
notice
any-
there's none on the shelves because they're all
'Cause they're
sold,
sold
out,
out.
except for you can still buy them right now. Don't think that they're sold out.
on edmundmitchell.com. You
Yeah.
can buy a catechism,
There's
and
also the Patreon.
we have a ton of really exciting projects that we're gonna get to announce soon.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
because-
true.
Like it's
That are
coming up.
so good. I'm so
good.
excited. Oh my gosh.
Allie's been doing a ton of work
so
on them.
excited.
And yes, we would love your support on the Patreon. Go to patreon.com/show with Edmund Mitchell.
Or
Sometimes
it's the
I like
Studio Grapevine on Patreon.
Oh, whoops.
Oops.
I like to call him Edmund Bitchell.
And for those wondering, there are levels. There's the tip jar for $2 a month. Behind the
there's-
curtain,
ooh.
Patron of the Arts.
Look at
One that's
that.
just called Extra. One that's called Stage Manager, where you get a shout out. And part of the cast for $50.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
baller.
a producer.
Wait, wow.
We have 35
For
Patreon
$100 a month,
patrons.
you are producer level. That means you are equal to me in Edmund's eyes.
And
probably
you could be in the
ahead.
closet.
And I don't think you're going to be equal
You
for
can
very long.
come. You can come hang out with Kyle in the closet.
Yeah. Also, one of the levels says we'll send you a personal thank you. I don't know if we ever have done that.
So we're going to do that
I
tonight.
have $10 a month, and I've never received a personal thank you.
Yeah,
Well-
Edmund didn't even know you were a sponsor until a minute ago.
Patreon.com/ the Studio Grapevine. We love you guys.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. Edmund, you're missed.
If you want more of the show without Edmund Mitchell,
Yeah.
let us know
Let
in
us
the
know.
comments.
Yeah.
Because I think this has probably been better without him,
we
honestly.
can make it happen.
Yeah, because if it's
Yeah.
something that like y'all like the show just as much, next time Edmund can't make it, typically we just cancel and throw in
Yeah.
the towel.
Yeah,
But we're
next
not
time we'll
totally
just
willing
tell.
to.
And maybe we'll just intentionally not let him come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
All right, that's a wrap.
Is the music going?
Woo!
Doing Hey. Dun, dun, dun.
We're gonna die.
Gonna die.
Booster ignition and liftoff on Discovery.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm Raymond Arroyo.
So why does it say 12 ounces? I don't want to ask because I don't know much about coffee, but is that just like the serving size? Why does it say that?